just climbed to the top of the first false summit. Down there where those white buildings are. It's pretty much where we started. Can't really see the climb from here. And then up there is the top. We'll actually go behind it, up another climb, come back down and through that valley there. And then we're on Dragon's Back. That pretty much crosses the top of that ridge down into the valley where the road is here, and then it climbs back up over the top here and down into the next valley, which is behind it, which is where Cray, and then it climbs up to there, and that's about halfway on day 5, and it disappears off in the background then over towards Penneback. At the top of the second false summit. My last video was probably from about there, looking down the Swansea Valley. As you can see, it keeps going. And some more people up here. Absolutely awesome views. Third false summit. Pretty sure that that's the fourth false summit up there. This is the top of the fourth false summit. There's another one. That is the actual summit. And that over there is going to be the next climb. We tend to forget what we got on our doorstep here. I think you've got to go miles for ridiculously steep climbs. Well, you don't. They're here. So here we are, finally at the summit of Fan here, and then along that path there, the first peak here is Fan Brycheiniog, and then just beyond it there is Fan Foel. And then when I've got to the top of both of those, there's another one just beyond it. And I'll tell you what that's called when we get there. Just been chatting to this chap here, there with his spanner, dog obviously, and he's been going around looking for all the locations of the different aircraft crash sites which are up here, which is about 7 or so up here, and he's found just about all of them. Walk for another day. Here I am at the top of Fan Brycheiniog. That's Llyn fawr there. At the trig point, I'm still here, there's Foel, next stop. Now we're on the top of Foel. Been an aircraft. Usk Reservoir over there in the distance. That path down there is the one I'm going to be coming back along on the lower Picws way. You can see I'm stood on a cairn here. And I head off down that way and then across to that summit over there, which I think is Brycheiniog. Beautiful. That down there is the next climb. Those of you who think Picws Way is a bit easy, it's not sort of UTMB like or UTS. Yeah, it's certainly not easy. Look down there right in the bottom of the valley and that climb all the way up there. On the top now, Brycheiniog. Just down there you can see Llyn fach, which is very, very low, but it looks there like they're working on it. Seems to be a lot of people here, or a lot of construction shite. The cairn on the top. So now it's just a case of running around this headland, or walking today around this headland and down this path here, and then across there, and then on the lower path, then back to the van. Up the top of Llyn, I think it's pronounced. The last big climb for me before I start heading back down, and on the lower path then back to the car. This is about the turnaround point, 6 miles and about 2,500 feet of elevation. Last time I was here, about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was stood in the water here with my shoes on, thinking, you know, I could probably swim across to the other side. And today I can walk across. Now walking on the lower path, the Picws Way, the Carmarthen fans, and there's Foel, and that line going across there is the path which I'll be taking. It wasn't Brycheiniog, it was Picws. Why I got that wrong, I don't know. But there we are. Pretty sure it's up there now. Picws. Own little escort of sheep going along here. Daft things. Probably in front of me now until I get back to the van. So come round the mountain, as the song goes, a little bit further. Pretty sure that's Brycheiniog there in front of me, and then just to the right of me there is Foel. So just at the foot of them now, and we've been making our way over there, the sheep and I, to that path you can just see there. This here is the path which the dragon's back comes down. Comes down off fan Brycheiniog and fan Foel. There's fan here, up there, and I'm just making my way onto the, well, it appears to be an incline which makes its way back down. There's someone camping there. There's a few people in the distance camping too. Here I am on the last stretch, the lower path, all along the top up there was the way I walked up. And there's the path where I've been coming down. It's been a good walk, a nice walk, something a bit different. Spoke to so many people who said that hiking is very good, especially for a multi-day ultra. So that's what I'm doing. Got my mountain pack on. I've got my poles on my pack, I haven't got my belt. I was two minds whether to bring my poles or not. But I thought, oh well.